actually. Hold on. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. I am your host, MeleeWizard, and I did a little bit of digging, and I at least have some direction to go into for the time being.
All right.
And it's all going back here to the Civic Fest Hall. For starters, I want to say I talked to this guy off camera since I saw he had a name. This tall, thin man dressed in heavy crimson robes has sharp, pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I am Salabesh, oft called Salabesh the Onyx, future mage tutor for the Civic Fest Hall. You have business with me, I take it? No. About what? Not the ward and the like, I hope. Plenty of more common folk could answer such questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them. The Onyx? A long tale, which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth, I was once called Salabesh the Golden, for I was said to have a heart of gold, small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that, so that he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation, along the same lines as the Golden, though admittedly somewhat less clever, soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and the like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. You cursed him so that what? Oh yes, you heard right. That sort of thing is why I'm known as the Master of Curses, you know. Okay. Future mage tutor of the Fest Hall?
My journal.
It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the Fest Hall's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but the title's currently in possession of the Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I'd be a superior tutor. Okay. Not sure if that'll be a quest line or not. I don't think it was. No. But could be something. I think I read somewhere that she was in the public sensoriums.
I'm gone.
Though now I'd have to actually find her because apparently she wanders around a bit. Ah, there you are. This woman is still meandering about the sensorium. Oh, okay, I had talked to her before. She's not looking at you, let alone paying you any attention. Okay, then. There we go. Kinda got stuck there for a moment. And it does, I do have access to these, and apparently they do give some experience, but not that much. I might do that later, but... Though, I wonder if... talking to this guy now, if I can update him on the whole Thorncombe situation. Or maybe not. Okay, there's probably something going on that I don't know how to trigger. But one other thing that I came across was in the private sensoriums. So there's 3 of these,
All right.
and apparently they'll lead to something interesting. This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to... what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Ah, awake now, are you? A questioning all done? The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue. And your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? Now, I see me you did, I spoke you did, and poorly. So the price have you paid? The crone sounds amused, and her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words, for in minding me you shall live. She hisses. Not if you hear me, or another bit shall I take. Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Nod if you hear me, ragged thing. Ah, pretty polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there is only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Uh-huh. Ah, my precious man. There is a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a gray hut upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding gray dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off at the knees, yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. As you look up through your bloody blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish-gray face grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased, wondering if this messenger would make it. For weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time together has he shared. And now you have come. Success! So I am now speaking to Ravel directly. Great. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her grayish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders. No, only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing, grow strong, and you must find me, my precious man. How?
Updated my journal.
I am beyond knowing in a lady's place. Now, listen to Ravel, for there is much you must do. To find me are 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door? The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. I don't know where that is. Knowing the key is not enough, so Revel thinks. Knowing it and unlocking it, two tasks that must be joined. For at times a thing knows not its nature, but you are no stranger to that. How am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experiences and telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Okay. I will give you what help I can. Ravel gives a final smile, a horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end, only the one question remains. Only one question, this I ask. What can change the nature of a man? At the question, you feel a tremor pass through like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Your vision clears until you are standing once more before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Okay then. Alright, let's see what this one has. The inscription around the base of this sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. Okay. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! Burned them all, I did. All that I found. They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives can benefit. Thieves! This is my life, mine. You all want to steal my body, and you won't have it. If you'd put stock in such trash, yes. Okay, where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realized that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you, ensnare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. Okay. Since you know, I'm stuck here with you, with me. It's a little close to home, I think. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of your the tattoos too. Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in his creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. Once experience hidden beneath the other so that no flesh but my own would set it off. Yes, that is the Arborian hunting trip, and that of this trap. He looks suddenly wary of you. Why? You try and escape the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your earlier incarnation doubles over with mocking laughter. Surrender! You'll never escape. You may as well lay down and wait to fade away to nothing. I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. Okay. No! That one incarnation, that practical one, did. I've tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoo still on them. I've tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. His eyes grow wild. Stop that! Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. The figure's eyes grow even wilder. Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you! He turns away from huddling up to cover more of his body. You see on his back the list of tattooed warnings that Mort once read to you at the mortuary. There is, however, one line at the bottom that Mort had neglected to read about. Don't trust the skull. Your previous incarnation grows more and more frantic as you keep peering at him. I'm warning you for the last time. Stop! He howls like a madman, thrashing wildly, clawing at his arms and frothing at the mouth. Out, 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 out! And like that, everything ends. You find yourself standing in the sensorium once more, slightly befuddled, but quite unharmed. Alright then. What do we have on this one? The base of this aquatic bluestone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them within with your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering to the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you were afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear. The serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes. And you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. You speak, Dayanara. Yet you, it is you, gray-skinned like a statue striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos. Horrible, yet you see through Dayanara's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing. Light, for she... How can she feel such... You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dayanara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you... What? It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl you will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who are you, that person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista piercing her breast. Yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to... Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dayanara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dayanara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs to... But Dayanara speaks, and you can't stop her. Though the planes themselves should bar the way, you feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across her heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need is to be as strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. Seems like she did. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final, terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm. For you are her, and he means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Dayanara, for his eyes unmake all things, and you, she, her. You speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die for the words or a death sentence. Yet still she speaks unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S. I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left. 6th, the 3rd, K, and S.
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you did not prompt her? Must she? But no, keep the irritation inside. Only as trace slips out. She is overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. As you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps yet I know nothing in this legacy is I'll be the judge of that. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silver glass. Of some use is such a casual statement, yet even Daenara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent. The serpent. And your hope dies, as in Daenara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends. But how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The scythe of words falls on Daenara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. No! You, Daenara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Daenara, but enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you, terrible, the spiraling toward the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Daenara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go, it looks like I'm in danger of that. Come, Daenara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much... She is desperate, drowning. Say it, say it, say it. And you, speak it. The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Daenara. You understand it clearly. Too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Daenara, I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought, a response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, the serpent's kiss, and he means you harm and she can't see you want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as... The emotion washes over you, like you are drowning, and you need to speak, you long to speak, but you cannot. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands, to coat the stone. Blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes. Even as you feel the screams welling up within you, she shushes you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing, the desire for that which you cannot change or possess. Will you be all right? Very well. We will continue when you are ready. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Daenara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Okay. Well, that was an interesting little experience. So I apparently laid a trap for myself. The way to find Revel is... What was it again? It was something about forges and such, and I hadn't encountered a place like that, at least not yet. And there was one other thing I found out about in this place, but that will have to wait until next time. So, until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.